luggage is all loaded, and we're in good time for the plane, and it's a nice afternoon for a drive.
Goodbye then, Sarah Jane. Do I get a kiss?
Oh, I better check this passport. I'm sorry I'm late. That was the best I could do in the rush.
Bless you, darling.
Oh, hang on, your change.
Late.
Well, it's farewell time then. Right, well, I suppose we'll see you at Christmas, won't we?
I wish I could be driving you down.
Can't be helped.
However, little farewell gift.
Oh, that's cute. That's lovely. What is it?
Thank you very much.
Yes, it's to replace Flopsy. Not that anybody can replace Flopsy.
Well, you will be able to put all your bits and pieces in, won't you?
Yes, you look a very smart girl in that.
Right. Off we go then.
OK, give us a wave, won't you? From the aeroplane when you go over the motel.
Bye-bye.
Cheerio.
Well, you can breathe again now.
Didn't exactly go overboard about that bag, did you?
Well, compared with the one-eyed bold dachshund, it's a non-starter.
No. Oh. I need some of that. Listen. Thank you very much for looking after that little girl this afternoon.
Oh, no problem. Had to.
Yeah. Sid was keen enough to get her out of here, wasn't he?
Oh. Sid doesn't know anything about kids. Never had any. Feels awkward around him.
Yeah, especially around a kid like that, yeah?
Oh, can't really blame him, can you?
It actually happened.
Yeah, but still.
Listen, do you fancy a drink in the bar?
I can't tonight. Maeve's got dinner in the oven. No one at all dried up.
Okay.
I've got a dash as well, too.
Yeah, I'll see you.
Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow now.
Take care. Hello, it's Sharon Metcalfe here. I wonder, I'd like to get in touch with one of your patients. Only she left something here in my office, and I'd like to get it back to her. Denise Paget? No, really, please. Oh, I don't want to speak to the doctor.
Miss Metcalfe.
Hello, I tried to tell your receptionist not to bother you.
Well, she said it was about a patient of mine. She can't give out that information.
Well, I just wondered if I could perhaps leave it for her. You see, she left her little bag here in my office.
Mrs. Paget?
No, her little girl, Nina. And she mentioned she was on her way to your surgery, and I didn't know if I could perhaps catch her up or just maybe leave it for her for the next time she comes round. And I am sorry. I didn't mean to bother you with all this.
How did she come to be there? Mrs. Paget doesn't have a car.
No, her little girl wandered over from the motel.
What?
I know. Somebody was supposed to keep an eye on her, but they didn't.
Look, I'll tell you what. I'm going to an area GP's meeting tonight. I could call by and pick it up if it's not too late.
Well, how late is late?
For a GP, 10:30.
Okay, then. Right, fine, yeah.
Was Mrs. Paget all right?
After we found her little girl, yeah.
Well, I'll see you later, then.
Right you are. Bye-bye.
Oh, it's tatty, isn't it?
Oh, there's a lot of wear in it yet.
No, it's real tatty, honestly. Whose was it last time?
Albert's.
Oh, you know, I can't stand second-hand clothes.
Well, it's been to the cleaners.
With this Albert, you know, what was he like?
Oh, dying of the plague.
Well, you know, you can't be too careful with this sort of thing.
Well, it can always be altered, can't it?
Yeah, but look at these, you know what I mean to say. They're too... No, I don't like
Well, I thought you'd be glad of it. I mean, it'd save your other jacket, won't it?
well, I mean, you know, I'm not taken with it, really.
Oh, well.
No, I mean, I'm very fussy about my clothes, Kath. You ought to know that. I was brought up that way, you know, to be turned out really nice and smart. I mean, you've got to if you've got any pride.
Well, I thought it would do a turn anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, you'd have thought they'd have gone to something a little bit better than this, like a nice blue serge with brass buttons.
Oh, well, if you ask them nicely, they might provide a yacht as well. Hello, Crossroads Motel. Can I help you? Miss Cartwright? No, I don't think so. Oh, I see. Oh, well, would you just hold on a moment, please? Wally, would you pop into the restaurant and page Miss Cartwright for me, please?
I'm not on till 10:30, really.
Go on.
All right, then, Kath.
Miss Cartwright.
Yes.
No, well, it's not that. All right. What is your name?
Paging Miss Cartwright. Is there a Miss Cartwright here?
Excuse me.
Please.
You do not march into my restaurant and shout. Is that understood?
Oh, Mrs. Brownlow.
I don't care who said what. You don't come in here and shout.
What is the
In
phone call?
future, you will come in here, see if I am free. Then tell me the story quietly. There is no Miss Cartwright here anyway in this restaurant.
You paged me.
Oh, yes, there's a telephone call for you, madam. Right through there in reception, if you'd be so kind.
Thank you so much.
Is all this for the doctor?
No, it's for me. I can be house proud as well, you know?
You fancy him?
Oh, don't be stupid. I'm not going to get involved with another man.
Oh, there's such a thing as a rebound, isn't there?
I barely have the strength to bound. Now she wants me to rebound.
Well, maybe it's him doing all the running.
Are you jealous?
Don't worry. I won't poach.
Listen, I haven't got the... Oh, damn. Now, don't you dare send me or him up, please.
Why, love, are you sensitive?
Good evening, please. Come in, come in.
Good evening.
Good evening, Doctor.
How are you feeling, Mrs. Hunter?
Much better, thanks to you. I'm back at work. Do you fancy a coffee?
Thank you.
Right. Please, sit down, do.
She's cute, isn't she?
Diane?
Well, I'm sure she is as well, but I was referring to Nina.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Very cute, yes.
Yes, I hear. You were very good with her.
Did her mother say that?
Yes.
Actually, I was a bit frightened.
Surely not. A little girl like that.
No, I don't mean because she's, well, the way she is. It's just that children don't take to me. I never get on with them.
Well, Nina took to you. Mother said she spoke of you when they got home. You know, Nina's a bit of a bossy boots. She gets people to do what she wants most of the time. If only because it's usually too much trouble to persuade her otherwise.
You know her well, then?
Well, she and her mother are my patients, but I am new here.
Do they come from around here?
Merryfields. Yes, she's alone there. Oh, it's a suburb, really. She's very isolated as a single parent.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Come on, Ronald.
Cute.
That's it. Sorry, there you go.
I must say, Benny got quite a kick out of her.
Yes, natural attraction, I suppose.
Yes, he loves kids.
No, I didn't mean that. I meant his disability.
What disability?
Well, he is a bit...
No, what?
if you prefer.
But disability?
I would guess he went to an ESN school himself.
Pardon?
Oh, educationally subnormal.
Well, as a matter of fact, he didn't go to school much at all because he hated the way the other kids treated him. And I think he was a problem for the teachers.
Probably a borderline case. Social background and so on, what kind of home. Perhaps he had more advantages as a child. Can he read?
Of course he can read. Simple things. Di, you taught him to read, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Really? When? I mean, have you known him long?
About 7 years. He used to work on my uncle's farm. Come on. Are you seriously saying he's handicapped?
Mildly. Well, he couldn't do many jobs, could he? I mean, apart from sweeping up.
Benny's Benny.
Yes, well, that's what happens. Look, you take someone as a friend or into the community. Someone with a handicap you're prepared to deal with. All right, you teach him to read if you can. Or you get used to him not being able to if you can't. Well, pretty soon you no longer see a disability with arms and legs. You see a person. Happens all the time when people let it. Just doesn't happen often enough.
Beautiful villa in the south, La Croix-Valmer, just next to the Pompidou beach, where the beautiful people such as yourself bathe their backs in the sun, drinking ice cool champagne. You love it. There's no way to describe it being naked in the sun.
Thank you, Paul.
Ah, so it's definitely Miss Cartwright, not Mrs. Brookes.
Well, so Walter says. He's gone to the staff room to get his things.
What are you doing here, Mrs. Brownlow? You should have been home hours ago. We have the Rotary luncheon tomorrow. Remember, early starts.
Yes, I know, but I was so pleased that Walter's got fixed up. I thought I must stay on and see him in. It's smashing, isn't it?
Well, let's hope our faith in him is rewarded.
Well, I know you've been at odds with him, but really there's no need for you to have much to do with him, is there? Ah!
All right, so here we are with it all for the night. I'll soon get this cracked.
What is that?
Well, you could call it tipping. You know, that you can't expect me to go all night with naught to eat, can you? I mean, little and often, that's my habit, you know.
Are you on night security duty tonight, Mr. Soper?
I am. So?
So you cannot picnic in reception.
Well, it's just a sandwich. In case he gets
Breakfast for the
fetid.
staff is at 7:30 in the morning. I mean, we can't have crumbs here, marmalade, jam. Next, we'll have vermin. It's an unwritten law, no food in reception. Instant dismissal.
Unwritten law, is it? Well, it's about time it was written, if you ask me.
Can we keep this down, please? What is going on?
I have told him the law, no food in reception.
Wally, I would suggest that you take your coffee and your sandwiches and you have them in the staff room before you come on duty. You get a full breakfast in the morning, free of charge. Don't think you'll waste away.
Thank you.
And thank you.
Right, well, I'll show you where everything is. If you carry on causing trouble like that, you'll be out on your ear.
Blinking foreigner. He thinks he owns the place.
Well, you don't exactly settle for insignificance yourself, do you?
What's that?
When we agreed on our need for a permanent porter, I made extensive inquiries and located a man who's very suitable for the job, and he will come and see you tomorrow.
No need.
That is every need. Walter Soper is not suitable for such a responsible position.
He'll be all
And
right.
you saw the embarrassment he caused in the restaurant when he came in to page Miss Cartwright.
I'll speak to him.
Do you know he wanted to sit in reception covered in a blanket eating pilchard sandwiches?
I said I'll speak to him. Now, if you don't mind.
It's not a question of speaking to him, David. The man is totally unsuitable.
Paul, I am tired. Mr. Soper was available immediately. He needed the job.
I see. So we employ people to please them now.
It pleased me. And until he proves as unpopular with the guests as Sergeant Simpkins, I suggest you make an effort.
I see. So he stays.
You suggested we employ a permanent night porter. We now have a permanent night porter. Good night.
Right. Well, if you don't mind, I'll go to bed. Good night, Doctor.
Good night.
Good night, Sharon. Good night, love. Sleep well.
So what is Denise Paget like?
You've met her. What do you think?
Pretty ragged, bit near the edge.
Mm-hmm. She should rest, but she won't. Or she can't. See, the only facilities around here for the short-term care of a handicapped child like Nina is at a long-stay hospital.
So she can get help.
No, but she won't. And she feels she'd be having it at Nina's expense. I can't say she's wrong there. See, Nina's not sick, she's just handicapped. But a hospital is no place for a well child.
What's a long-stay hospital?
Exactly what it sounds like. It's for severely handicapped adults beyond the reach of the Children's Act. Those without families, or those, as I say, with severe disabilities.
Yes, but is Nina severe?
All Down's children are classified as severely mentally handicapped. Now, Nina is a high-grade Down syndrome child. She's capable of quite a lot, within her limitations. Happiness, for one thing.
So isn't there anywhere else?
Oh, there are places. Some places. Yes, funded by local charities, some councils. There's just a few beds, a few supervisors who know what they're doing and are enthusiastic about working with children. Smaller, more home-like. And Denise Paget would be happier if there was some place like that.
Do you know, if I had a kid like Nina, I would take tranquilizers. I think I'd take anything that's going.
Would you? She does love Nina, you know, very much. She's a sweet child. Whatever else they left out malice.
But that's the same with all children, isn't it? Malice comes later.
You really don't know very much about children, do you? Don't you reckon original sin, or the old Adam, gets in there quite early? You think that's so funny an idea?
No. No, it's my new boss. He's called Adam. It's very easy to see him doing dodgy deals in Lego.
Yes. Well, I suppose I'd better be going.
Yeah, hang on. After all this, don't forget a little bag.
Would you like to see her again? Give it to her yourself?
Why?
I just asked.
No. Is that all right? Hi.
Oh, hello,
Hello,
darling. Was the flight late?
No, it's... I just found myself driving up the motorway like a fury, all pent up. So I thought, this is silly, so I stopped and had a cup of coffee and calmed down.
Ah. Was it a tearful farewell?
Well, my tears, you know.
Oh, I should have been there to hold your hand.
Oh, well, maybe next time, if there is a next time.
What?
Well, I'm hoping when she comes over next time, it'll be for good. Come on, let's go and find something to eat, shall we?
Okay, let me put my jacket on. We're all closed up in here. There's something to eat. Right. Yes? You tired? Never mind.
What I need, perhaps, is something to eat.
Mrs. Harvey, there's a call for you on the telephone.
Oh, who is it?
Hang on a minute. Who's calling, please? All right, hang on, please. It's a Mr. Harvey from Germany.
Something must have happened. Can you put it through into the office? I'll take it there.
Right. Hang on, Herr Harvey.
Hello? Yes, of course it's me. Is she all right? Oh, just don't do that to me. I mean, you nearly give me heart failure. What? Look, Stan, this is absurd. What are you talking about? Of course nothing was intended. How do I know where she got the idea from? Look, let her speak to me. Yes, I heard you. I just didn't want to believe you, that's all. Look, Stan, just give her my love. That's all I wanted to have. My love.
What is it? Come on, tell me, Jill.
It's all gone wrong. Incredibly wrong.
Well, what has?
He's accusing me of trying to turn her against him, and I wasn't doing that, was I?
Where on earth did he get that idea from?
Well, evidently, you know, when she landed, she ran off the plane in tears and into his arms and told him all about you and me and us getting married and wanted to keep her here. I mean, I never mentioned that, did you?
No, of course not.
You know, I can just kiss goodbye to any chance of getting her back. He's going to fight me every inch of the way. I haven't got a chance in hell.
At least we've got one another. We'll have to make do with that. Oh.